Yo, what's up? Welcome back. This is episode 2 of Courtesy of the Bachelor with the most single man in America, aka the Bachelor, aka Pavy. And today, the topic that we're gonna go over today is the pros and cons of long distance, whatever the fucks. Not relationships, long distance, whatever the fucks.
Now, Pavy, let me ask you, what's the difference between a long distance relationship and a whatever the fuck?
A relationship obviously is, I think, it's self-explanatory. Like, whatever you guys have entered into something, committed, you set guidelines, you guys both have a clear direction of where you all plan on going. You're, in theory, you're communicating, in like a healthy way. And again, you guys are both trying to move forward in like a singular direction. Or whatever the fuck is you guys are doing whatever the fuck. Literally whatever the fuck. You don't know because ain't neither one of y'all really discussed it. And if y'all have discussed it, it's been very vague. You don't even know how much this person really even genuinely rock with you because you never asked. She never really asked you. You both assume you guys rock with each other. But you really don't know. You just know that, it's fun. It's a good time. It's a great person to talk to. It's a great person to see. And it's also a vacation whenever you link, which adds to the fun and the romanticism and the everything about it because it's something new every time you guys see each other.
Well, just talk about kind of the guidelines that you need. When you have long distance, obviously you're not going to be seeing each other frequently. What's the things that you can do to make it, whether it's a whatever the fuck or relationship, just to keep it fluid and everybody knows exactly what you're doing?
In theory, with any relationship, no matter if you are 15,000 miles away or a mile away, what you want to do is communicate, right? But you want to, number one, the basis of any relationship should be friendship, right? So if we're friends, then you should communicate with me and let me know, and we should be on the same page. At least we should have, had certain conversations because you respect me as a human being and you want to keep me in the open as, far as just being friends. But the thing that you can do, especially when it comes to whatever the fuck, is you can just be realistic, right? You can take every moment for what it is. And even if you take the moment with you after the moment, you can still not let the moment consume you too much, right? And just appreciate the moment. And I agree, it can be hard to live in the moment. It can be very hard to live in the moment. Only a certain type of person can really just afford to just live in the moment. Sometimes you can't even afford to just live in that moment because, it's too much on the line for you. But if it's not too much on the line for you and you can afford to live in the moment, like it's nothing really blocking you in your life from doing that, live in the moment and you might have some great experiences. You might meet some great people. You may go to some places that you never would have thought you went to. Well, that you would have went to because of said person and the experience and the time that you share that you share with this person.
We live in an era right now where I feel like everybody say they want something, but then they go against what they say as far as clarity. Now, you say whatever the fuck. Obviously, this is something where you guys aren't taking it too seriously, but if you're kicking it with somebody, it might be something that that pulls up. Do you have an example of something that where you had with a woman one time where you were supposed to be whatever the fuck, but she wanted to do something else, and how did you navigate that?
See, cause me, I think that women have because they read certain things in my tweets and things like that, I think that women have like this image of me in their head already. I don't really get many women who just like want to like be deeper than, I don't really get too many women who want to do things like that. And also, I'm the type of person who doesn't really create the arena for those emotions to fester, I think. Granted, I can't like stop what somebody else is feeling, but like I'm not the person who's just like, again, I try to set guidelines, like clear guidelines and like clear boundaries to prevent those things from happening. So like, I don't think, granted, I don't know, like people they may have not told me, may have not alerted me, but to my knowledge, I don't think I've ever, sent somebody off in that direction. Like I was on the phone. I feel like those things, especially in long distance situations, happen because like you on the phone telling this woman all type of things you shouldn't be saying, and you basically lying to the lady, and then she feel a certain way, and then like now you, oh my God, I can't believe you feel like that. Why do you feel like that? Well, she feels like that because you done told this lady XYZ. You should have never said that, my brother. I'm never doing that. Like I'm never. That's not never something I'm doing. So no, I can't say that that's happened to me.
Is that why FaceTime is dangerous, as your song says?
5 hours later, we be hanging up. 5 hours later, still ain't hanging up. Casamigos on FaceTime is dangerous. Got me feeling like I did a pack of angel dust. 5 hours later, still ain't hanging up. 5 hours later, we be hanging up. FaceTime is dangerous because I've had FaceTime that turned into like me spending $500 because now I'm buying a flight to go somewhere. That's why FaceTime is dangerous. FaceTime is dangerous because FaceTime and tequila can lead you doing a lot of things that you was not gonna do 3 hours before you just did it. That's why FaceTime is dangerous. That is why FaceTime is dangerous. You have been bored on FaceTime with some tequila? Not bored. I won't say bored. Have you ever had the free time on FaceTime with some tequila and both of y'all in the vibe? Yeah. Somebody might be on a plane the next day. That's why it's dangerous.
So what are the pros and cons of this situation? And we talked about that in previous episodes.
The pros and cons of long distance, whatever the fuck. I think one of the main pros is this: traveling, right? Traveling and also experiencing new moments. Like, I'm somebody like who I love to experience new things, right? So it's something to be said. Like, let's say, I don't know, let's say a woman lives Miami. Let's say a woman lives, no, not Miami. That's too simple. Let's say a woman lives in Montreal. You met a woman who lives in Montreal. However you met this woman, but you met her and she lives in Montreal. So number one, you're already talking to somebody who's interesting because like they probably grew up in a way that you didn't grow up, right? So it's like you guys are from two different worlds, two completely vastly different worlds. So one, you guys can share basically worlds with each other. Like there's just so much to speak on. Like for instance, I'm from Chicago. If I meet a girl from Chicago, it's not to say she's not interesting because, you know, everybody has a story and everybody has, you know, things that happen to them in their lives. And everybody is their own person and everybody is unique. But some of the basic childhood memories that we have are kind of going to be the same. Some of the basic things are kind of going to be the same. Now, we can bond over that. Or I can meet somebody from fucking, I don't know, Abu Dhabi. And it's like, bro, you grew up how? They did what over there? Like, bro, what? So it's like you get to just experience just someone completely different and also like disprove things about the world because you don't know, like if you've never been somewhere, you don't know. But if you meet somebody from that place who's lived there and can say like, nah, we actually do this, and it also helps you realize something more about just human beings in general, is that people are people, right? Helps you realize women are women. You could go to the moon, it's still gonna be the same types of women there, bro. Like it don't matter wherever, women are women or people are people. So I think that's one of the things. And then also experiencing a new city with somebody is fire, right? Like, yeah, you can go to a city and, you know, figure out what to do, look online and do things. But when you go and you link in somebody that's like a local, like she can put you on things that the internet might not know. Like if a girl come to LA and we hanging out, I could take her places that, yeah, you could look up where to go, but it's like, unless you spent time in this city, you would never know to do this, or you would never know. So you get to see the city through somebody else's eyes. And it's just romantic, bro. Like going like imagine having a first date, I don't know, in London, or having a first date in Paris. Who wouldn't want to have a first date in Paris? You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking, y'all like linked up. You have a first date, it's looking at the Eiffel Tower, drinking water, bro. Like not water, drinking wine, looking at the Eiffel Tower. Like it's just beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So I think the pros are just being able to travel and being able to see the world and being able to see the world also with somebody. And one other con, which I think is super not talked about enough when it comes to long distance situations, is you guys actually have to talk. You can't do anything but talk, right? Like when you meet somebody and like you guys are both in the same city, think about it. Like, yeah, in theory you guys have to talk, you got to go out, but like if we hanging out all the time, right? And we're outside hanging out. We in a space, bro. We could just go out and people watch 7 nights a week. Like, yeah, we hung out. Yeah, we spoke to each other. But, like, we didn't really talk. Like, there's so many other outside energies going on where it's like, if you're talking to somebody who's halfway across the world or halfway across the country, you have to talk to this person. You have to call this person and have actual conversation with this person, and also have conversations that you probably wouldn't have in real life because there's so many other things going on, right? Like, you know, you at a restaurant, you drinking, there's stuff going on. You might see somebody you know, oh, this is my man. Okay, whatever, cool, boom. We bounce around at this spot. Like, y'all hanging out and y'all vibing, but y'all not really talking. So I think one of the very understated things about anything long distance is the fact of the level of conversation that you guys have to build a relationship. So it's like that person who lives halfway across the world might know you better than somebody who you see all the time because you don't actually talk to that person like that. So I think that those are like the the pros of it. The cons of it is the fucking person is halfway across the world, halfway across America. If you don't have the money to even do this, you should cut this off right now. This episode ain't for you. If you ain't got the money to fly, or if you ain't got the money for a hotel, or if you ain't got the money to bring her to where you at, this ain't even for you. You need to cut this off. So number one, if you can't afford to do it, you don't need to be doing it. You just basically got a pen pal for no reason. You don't need to do that. So that's one of them. And then two of them, it's also like, long distance situations are a dismissive avoidance playground because you don't actually have to get. Yes, I did say you have to talk about the person. You have to talk. Yes, you do have to talk, but you don't actually have the physical interaction, so you get to still distance yourself because like that isn't there. So you get the emotional and the closeness and everything else. And then, yeah, you may get it for like 2-3 days, but you obviously know that this person got to go back home, and it's like, you can't see them all the time. And you still get to, even though you may have, the talk on it, like emotional or whatever, you still have this complete wall, like this wall of distance. So I think it's a dismissive avoidance playground. And then obviously the obvious ones is like cons. The wall of con is like, you don't know what the hell this person is doing when you ain't there. To be real, you just have no idea what this person's doing. I don't think I need to say more about this, but like, you don't know. You don't know. You think she live at home with herself. She be living at home with a whole man. He just be, doing XYZ, whatever. Like, this person could be living a whole double life.
What are the guidelines here in or whatever the fuck?
See, the thing is, it's like, yes, there is respect, but the respect is per person. Because, like, respect is what you may feel is disrespectful, I may not feel is disrespectful. And again, we don't owe each other anything. This is the complete gray area. Like I said, the gray area, you don't have to take accountability for anything because technically nobody is wrong in these situations. So there really are the only guideline is you got to police yourself, right? So if you somebody who deems this as being disrespectful, then okay, don't do it. But don't do it just because that's just something that you wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no real like complete guidelines in this situation because again, it is a whatever the fuck. You aren't even in a thing to even have rules. You're just like in an area of gray. Like there's no rules. It's just take everything with a grain of salt, appreciate the moments, and let the moments be the moments. And if the moments don't carry over to the next moment, get outside yourself and just appreciate the moment. Basically, I guess if there was a guideline, the main guideline is appreciate the moment. Appreciate the moment and just take it with a grain of salt.
Now, Pavy, all women like flowers. Well, most women like flowers. Most women like flowers. What are like, the type of flowers you should spend? What do, certain flower things that you send out? What exactly that message are you sending with these type of things?
If you a real one, and this is in your bag and in your alley, you get the little Venus flower joints. I've sent my fair share of Venus flowers in my lifetime. But even with the Venus flowers, I do think that there's different. You can go get the big boy joints, like the super huge joints. The round, women know what I'm talking about. The large round case. The large round case. You can get those. But they also put out I feel like I'm doing like promotion for them right now, but they also put out like a new version of the flowers where it's like it comes in like a vase. So me personally, I would like to send the vase if I'm doing Venus flowers. Venus flowers to me, I think it's like a step up. It's like a level up when you really want to like announce your presence. Or also you want to make sure that she never forgets you because the flowers don't die. So it's like they, you know what I'm saying? You could see it a year from now. You know who got it. You know the boy got it from you. Somebody else see it. Oh damn, who sent her Venus flowers? The fuck? So like, yeah, but I prefer the vase because the vase I think can also be used as like a great home decoration. So if a lady is like let's say a lady is, I don't know, moving in, she's moving to a new spot, I would like to send her the vase because it's also a good home decoration. And again, she can keep it forever. They smell great. And it's just like, again, just a beautiful gift. And women, they love to get them. But you don't have to do that. Like me, one of my other favorite things, I'm finna give y'all a gem right now. You can go log on Costco's right now, my G. You can go to Costco's right now. Get the 50 long stem roses for the 55 ball. I'm not playing with you. They got 50 long stem roses you can get. Unless it's Valentine's Day, and usually they be selling out the flowers quick, but even still, you can still go get you a nice bouquet. And when you get you the nice bouquet, bro, you can't be sending like okay. There are flowers you get for your mama and a family member, And there are flowers you get for a woman, right? So people don't know color of roses mean different things. I'm gonna break it down. This is from memory. Don't quote me in all this, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about most of this. I know white symbolizes purity, so it's like marriage, which is like if you're like at a wedding, that's why it's like white roses. You throw rose petals, is pure, things like that. I think pink is like for like young girls, right? So like if you want to give like your daughter some flowers, or you want to give like your niece some flowers, something like that, you do pink. Yellow symbolizes friendship, right? So yellow flowers are friendship flowers. So like let's say you got a homegirl, right? And she did something, you want to like send her some flowers. I would probably send my homegirl yellow flowers or something like that. Like, yo, symbolizes friendship. Red, obviously, romance, things of that nature. So don't be sending a girl, it's Valentine's Day or something like that, and you just sent her some flowers with with mad yellow roses and mad white roses because you thought the bouquet looked cute. My brother, you're tripping. Go on Costco's, get you them 50 long stem red roses for $50. It's 50 roses for $50. You can send them anywhere in the world. Trust me on this one. It's one of my favorite plays. It don't even cost much, bro. 50 roses for $50 don't even cost much. Or you can go right now to the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Next time you go on a date and you really want to make an impression, let's say you picking your lady up, make sure you go to the grocery store beforehand, get you some roses. You pick her up. Oh, make sure you open the door for her. There go roses on the seat sitting there for her right there. If you really want to make a nice impression. And that's like $15. It don't cost too much to make a smile, man. It don't cost you nothing to make a smile. It costs you about $15, $20. You have spent the worst $15, $20. You spend the worst $50. Venus flowers, that's a whole little different bag. But again, Costco's, grocery store roses, you can do that, my brother.
So
different colors mean different things. Different colors. And this is just research that I've done. But different colors do mean different things. Like I said, red, romance, yellow is friendship. I'm pretty sure white is purity, which is like purity in marriage, and pink is like for like young girls. I'm pretty sure of that. I know yellow and red is what I said it's for. I might have gotten pink and yellow mixed up, but definitely different flowers mean different things.
What colors you giving, as you like to call them, the veterans?
Red. I give all red though. I give red roses. Unless you a genuine friend of mine, then I'm gonna give you some like yellow roses. But I'm giving red. I'm sending you red roses. Now, what kind of roses I send depends on our relationship. As I said, man, long distance, whatever the fucks. Again, I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't do. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm just laying out the guidelines. I'm just laying out what I know. And again, I don't know everything. I only know what I know. I know some of y'all shouldn't engage in it. I know probably 90% of y'all who hearing this should not engage in it. Trust me, you shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it most times. But if you're a brother like me that just got to see, it is what it is. So once again, this is Courtesy of the Bachelor. I hope you learned something today. I hope we can continue doing these in the future and you continue to enjoy them. And until next time, we'll talk to you guys.